Hello, my friends. My name is Laura Mordell. I'm the facilitator of the Vitality Movement and a conscious business consultant. And today I wanted to do a follow up to the last video that I did around holding clear space for clients. And this is the mindset that I've had to really embrace as I've helped hundreds of people through their trauma or even just average everyday things. And that is the belief, the spiritual truth that everyone is getting the lessons required in order to fulfill their life's purpose. And one of my favorite analogies actually comes from the book Living with Joy, where you view life as a puzzle. And sometimes you're building a puzzle in a certain area of life and it doesn't make sense. And then you go over to this side of the puzzle and you're building something else. And then you're going over here and building something else. And it isn't until many years later that the puzzle makes sense, right? And I have really experienced this in my own life where I've experienced heartache and turmoil and some pretty terrible things happening, not understanding why until many, many years later. But one of the things that have helped me the most is the belief that everything happens for a reason. And I know a lot of times people put this on God, but I actually do not believe that like God gives you lessons of pain just to see you grow. I don't experience God in that way, but I do believe that sometimes on a soul level, we end up experiencing certain things that are not in alignment with divine will. I call them kinks in the blueprint. And at the same time, I don't believe God is causing that, but they are things that happen currently on this planet, if that makes sense. And what I know to be true is that God can course correct every wrong, if that makes sense, but you have to have faith, if that makes sense. Even if you don't understand. And there have been times in my life where I'm like, what the heck? Like, I feel like I'm just getting so beaten down. But even if you don't understand why, if you have that belief that God course corrects everything, both in your own life, and then when you see it play out in your own life, you're able to hold that space for your clients too. And with the slide that's been living in here for like days. Sorry. If you've watched my video from a couple days ago. And at this current point in human evolution, you know, there are obviously things happening on the planet that I do not believe that are God, that is God's will, but I believe on a soul level, we are all trying to return to love. And when you hold that belief very clearly, as a belief that feels true to your soul, you're able to manifest the best possible outcome or the restoration of the divine blueprint, in other words. And so you don't know, one, you can use it personally, what the experience right now, how that is going to be used to heal people. You do not know the impact that it's going to have long term, and then you can focus on using this for your clients. It is a lot easier for you to use it on your clients when you have experienced it firsthand. And you know, I've had a few things happen to me. You know, my sister passed away. I've gone through some very, very, very hard times in my life, and because I practiced this earlier on in life on smaller things, when the terrible things happen, I was able to hold that vision and get through it and see the higher picture and start to see the course corrections with that vision. And when you are able to hold that space for your clients, it can completely change the game, and it helps you hold that clear space for that we were talking about in the last video, so they can create their divine blueprint in their life, even if there is a kink in it currently and you do not know the positive impact that that person's experience is going to have on the collective and who they're going to go help. So when we can hold clear space in the moment, we can hold space for that person to course correct into their version of the divine blueprint and know that maybe this person's going to change the world and be able to relate to people on a level that someone who hadn't been able to relate wouldn't be able to help those people. So I hope this video made sense to you. I would love to hear in the comments below, is there a time in your life where you have experienced something that really took you out of your center and you had no idea why it was happening, but later on, many years later, it made sense? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. And if you resonated with this video, please like and share it. Again, if you haven't seen the video that I did prior to this, I'll leave it in the description so you can review that because they're kind of complementary to each other. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will talk to you soon.